Hello and welcome to this flow-themed 15-minute Pilates class. The majority of our work is going to be in standing. We're going to be doing a lot of work through our core, our backs, as well as glute and hamstring, so I really hope you enjoy. We're starting off in the middle of the mat. Your right hand is going to lift up towards the ceiling, drop that right shoulder, left hand comes onto your waist. Couple of pelvic tilts to bring yourself into your neutral. Once they're engaged through the core, grow just a little bit longer. We're starting off by lifting your left foot and then bringing it back down to the ground. And again, lift. And down, lift, and down. 2 more. Last time, staying lifted here, we're tapping forwards, lifting the knee back up. Keep your hips level, shoulders low, core engaged. We're thinking about length through the whole spine, so from your heel all the way up to your fingertips. 2 more. Last time. Keeping the leg long, we're lifting and lowering. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Keep a micro bend going through your right knee just to help you avoid locking that knee out and forcing any strain through your hips and back. Last 2. Last one. We're now tracing a quarter of a circle out to the side and then back to the front. Out to the side, to the front, out and back. 2 more. Last time. We're keeping the leg out to the side. Make sure your hips haven't twisted around with it. Tiny little lifts and lowers. Notice my hips, they shouldn't be moving at all, so staying level. So I'm adapting my range of movement to keep this level line. Just grow a little bit taller through the spine. 2 more. Last time, we're stepping down into our lunge, scooping the arm down, lifting back up, and again, hinging forwards. You're keeping the shape of your spine absolutely still. We're still in our neutral. We're still long through our spine as we come into our side lunge move. And lift. 2 more. Lift. Last time, staying down into our forward lunge. Drop your left arm. We're twisting open. Close. Keep the hips facing forward so the twist is really generated from your belly button up, so we're really focusing on your core. Shoulders staying low. We're keeping ourselves rotated open. We're lifting the heel up, lowering it down. So it's the left heel that's lifting and lowering. Again, keep your hips still, facing forwards. Find a little bit more rotation if you can. Last 2. Last one, a little bit of a balance challenge. Stay up onto the ball of your foot on the left foot. We're twisting and closing. This is our last move on this side. Close. 3. Close. 2. 1. Bring that heel down. Lift yourself back up, straight over to the other side. Left hand lifts, left shoulder drops. Pelvis staying still in its neutral and level as you lift and lower through your right leg. Good. This might be your less stable side. It certainly is for me. So if you feel like you need to move to something just to help you stay upright, you're very welcome to. Lift, lower. 2 more. Last time. We're keeping that right knee lifted, tapping forwards, bend the knee. Tap, bend, tap, bend. 3, 2, 1. Leg stays long. We're lifting and lowering. Lift and lower. Watch out that you don't start arching through the back to lift the leg. If that means it's just coming to a mini hover off the floor, that's absolutely fine. 2, 1. Quarter of a circle out. Back to center. Out. Back to center. 4. Keep the breath going. 3, 2, 1, out to the side, lifting and lowering, pelvis staying nice and level. You might find that one hip is easier to move than the other. Again, totally normal. Good. 2, 1. Bring that foot down to the floor. We're scooping that arm forward, staying long through the back. And then lift up. If you're feeling really unsteady with this move, you're welcome to bring the foot down to the ground for a little bit more stability. And lift. Coming into that side lunge, lift, good work. Length through lots of different parts of the body, so it's the left leg that stays long. And then we lift up long through the spine, down, up. This is our last one, we're calming down, well done. Hand comes down, we're opening out. And close. Open, close, hips staying forwards. 3, 2, 1. Staying rotated, lifting and lowering through that right heel, keeping the shoulders low. Lift, lower, lift, lower. 2 more lifts and lowers, and then we're doing our little balance challenge to the end. Lifting through the balls of the foot, we're bringing ourselves back to the front and then twisting round. So again, spine staying long the whole time, hips are absolutely still and steady. Watch out your right knee hasn't started moving a little bit more to the midline. Keep it following the line of your toes. 2, 1. Bring that foot down, step yourself back up, let's lift up, take a breath in, breath out, circle the arms around, give everything a good old shake out. We're coming to the end of the mat. We're going to do a lunge flow now. Starting upright, core engaged, pelvis in neutral, we're going to press our weight through our right leg as we step into a lunge behind. And then coming back into a lunge, coming up. Nice and slow through the moves, keeping an eye on more what your spine is doing rather than how low you're going into your lunge. There'll be plenty of time to make amendments with the lunge, but here we're staying upright. So a little bit of core work, a little bit of focus and balance. We're staying down into our lunge. We're bending and straightening, keeping yourself upright. You're on the ball of your foot behind so that you can allow a little bit more of a bend through the back leg. And lift, press through that front heel to get maximal activation through the back of the right leg. We're staying down, we're starting to pulse up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay low, we're hinging forwards at their waist. And then back upright. So again, shape of the spine isn't moving, core staying engaged to keep a strong back. Hinging forwards and back. 2 more. Last time, staying here back into our pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying hinged forwards. We're pressing through the back leg and then bending. So again, the rest of the body really isn't moving. The only thing that's really actively moving is our knee joint as it straightens and bends. The more you hinge, the more work you're going to be building through the back of the right leg. We're staying in this lunge position. We're now going to straighten through the front knee and bend. Make sure you don't come to a total lockout of the knee joint. Come into the micro bend before it. Great work, everyone. 3 and 2 and 1. We're staying here. Hands come behind your head. We're coming a little bit more forwards into our hinge and then back into our diagonal. Hinging forwards. You should really start to feel it through that right glute. Mine is definitely talking to me. Hinge forwards and back. Let's go for 2 more. Last time we're staying into this hinge position. We're going to bring our hands down to the mat. We're going to step that right foot back. We're now into our plank. So you can see I've done a little bit of wiggles there with my left foot. You're welcome to stay onto your knee or come onto your forearms. We're shifting our weight forwards and back. Forwards and back. 3, 2, 1. Drop that right foot down, left foot lifts up. We're shifting weight forwards, keeping our chest lifted away from the floor. 3, 2, 1. We're going to step our left foot forwards, whichever way your hips allow you to do. We're going to keep our leg long behind, hands come behind your head, lifting up into that hinge position, hinging a little bit deeper. And lift, and hinge. Whew, keep the breath going. You'll notice very quickly this is going to be a mirror sequence to what we were just doing on the other side. You've got it. Good. Last time. Hinge forwards, you're going to bring that foot a little bit closer in, bend into your lunge. We're straightening through that front leg. Hands come back onto your waist and bend. Straighten, bend. Shoulders stay low, core engaged, back in neutral. This is a hard series here, so really well done if you're still with me. 2, 1. Great work. Back leg bends. Reach along through the heel. Good. Keep the breath going. Don't really mind what you do here, as long as you're not holding your breath. Reach. Last time, keep the knee bent. We're pulsing up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're coming back upright. And then hinge. You've got it. Back upright. and hinge. Warmth. If anything, it's more fire building up through that left glute now. Hinge and back. I don't know which order is easier. I think they're both as hard. Good work. We're staying upright back into our pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're lifting out and down. Out, down. You don't need to straighten out through the back leg if it means that it's putting strain through your back. And down. 2 more. We've got one final move and we're all done. Last time. Good. Balance. Lift. Bring it back. Staying upright. Lift. So really use your core here to maintain this upright position. It is a balance challenge. Like you can see, this is my weaker side. So take your time. Again, if you feel like actually you just want to step the foot underneath, you're welcome to. I might do that for the last couple of reps too. We're here. 1, drop the foot down. We did it. Lift the arms up, take a lovely breath in, and then breath out. We're rolling forwards. Let's do that once more. Take a breath in, reach up. And then breath out, roll forward. We're going to roll all the way up. We're going to come to the end of the mat, do 1 mini roll down to get down to the floor, and finish off with a little side glute series. So when you're ready, take a breath in, breath out, chin to chest. We're rolling all the way down, finding just the tiniest of stretches down the back of the legs, and then come down to the floor. We're going to be doing quite a lot of hip movement here. We're coming into a mermaid first. So your left leg is going to come forwards, your right leg is going to come behind. We're going to transform a stretch into a side glute move. So when you're ready, left foot forwards, right foot behind. We're going to reach with our right arm, take a breath in, up and over, coming into our side bend here. And then lifting yourself back up, and over, and then back to the middle. Again, breath in, breath out. Breath in, counter stretch. This is our last time in this stretch. So we're coming up and over, coming onto your forearm, elbow underneath the shoulder. We're lifting up through the right leg and down. Lift, down. If this is causing a lot of discomfort through the hip, because we are working an internal rotation, which the hip isn't used to doing, you're welcome to just bring the left leg underneath it. Good. We're going to keep the right leg lifted. We're going to reach it long and then bend. Reach long, bend. 3, 2, 1. Keep it long. We're tapping, lifting, tap and lift. So again, if this leg position is just not working for you, bring the left leg a little bit closer towards your right leg. Good. 2, 1. Flex the foot pulse. This is our last move. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to bend the leg back. If you had your left leg a little bit further away from you, bring it back in. We're coming into a counter stretch. Lifting up, we're swinging the legs around. Really well done. So up and over to the other side, finding a mermaid stretch first, because we're going to be reaching out through the left leg. Make sure you've got enough space there. So coming up and over into our mermaid first, taking a breath in here, breath out, up and over, breath in here, breath out, sinking down into that mermaid stretch. And then up and over. Good. This is our last one. We're staying down into this side leg series. So elbow underneath the shoulder. We're lifting up through the left hip and then lowering down. And lift. Lower. Again, if this is all a bit too much, you can bring the leg underneath a little bit more and transform it into a little bit more of a conventional side leg move. Lift and lower. Keeping it lifted, we're now reaching it away. And bend. Reach. Bend. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're dipping it down and lift. Tap the floor if you can. If you can't really do so, that's absolutely fine. Tap, lift. 3, 2, 1. Keep the foot lifted. Flex the foot. Here we go for our 5 final pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee back down. Swing your front leg a little bit more forwards if you had it back. Counter stretch. And we're all done. Thanks so much for joining me in this flow class. It was quite a challenge. I hope you're able to pace yourselves, take as many breaks as you needed to. I'll see you in the next class. Take care.